I've always been overweight since childhood. I think around the age of 4, I started to put on weight. I remember that at age 10 or 11, and having to shop at like Lane Bryant. I don't think that my parents really knew how to deal with that. My dad used to say, don't eat the white type of food, so like potatoes, bananas, the bread, the rice, the pasta. He knew that back then. I didn't know what he was talking about, but the carbs, definitely that is my thing. I'm addicted to carbs. I love carbs. In the beginning, my parents wanted to start making changes for the entire family. Salads and vegetables and things like that, but like the family, they weren't sticking with that type of eating. So I, of course, wanted to eat the pizza that they were eating, the macaroni and cheese and the spaghetti and everything. They were kind of monitoring how I was eating. I couldn't really do what I wanted, so I would sneak off late at night in the kitchen, go in the refrigerator and eat what they had for dinner, and then that added to the weight gain. I couldn't tell them. They were trying to work on getting me to lose weight and to, eat better. The way that they fed me as a child, they were fed that way, and so that's all they knew. And so I don't think that they were aware of like what kind of changes they can make in order to help me. The first day of college, my drawing class, the elevator went out. So there was this boy that was in my class, and he was like, oh, are you going to this class too? He was like, let's go up the stairs, the elevator is broken. And I was like, okay, we can go ahead. I already knew, I'm like, okay, this is a problem. By the second floor, I was out of breath. Like, it was horrible. I was breathing really heavy. He noticed. It was really awkward and I felt really uncomfortable. So then we finally made it to the 5th floor. I am like sweating and it's horrible. And I go into the classroom. No one knows each other, so it's quiet. So all you're hearing is me breathing very heavily. I will never forget that. After I graduated from college, I remember just thinking like I've never had a break to really focus on myself. It's always been getting the degree, making the parents proud and all of that, but now I want to do something for myself. One night, I just told my mom, like, I want to change. Like, I have to, even if the rest of the family doesn't make the changes with me, I have to do this for myself. I started first with nutrition. I cut the pops, the juices. I would just drink water. That was easy for me because I love water. If I were craving spaghetti and the family had that, I would only eat a little bit of it with my salad. Then after a while, I stopped eating that altogether. I would stick to just one type of meal. It got kind of boring after a while, but I would have like chicken and broccoli, or I would have fish and cabbage. So it would be like every day I would have that. I was making myself aware of how much I was eating, because that was also an issue, overeating. It's always been a problem for me. I downloaded an app that tracked how many steps that I would take. I was really proud of myself that I would reach 10,000 steps every day. And so that was a goal that I would look forward to. I started focusing on low carb after I spoke with Dr. Hampton. I saw the benefits right away. Around that time when I started eating a keto diet, I wasn't exercising that much, but I was still losing the same amount of weight. I noticed that, which was great, and I actually felt better. I used to be like a 3X. After I dropped like 20, 30 pounds, I was starting to get into extra larges, so I could go into the stores and get actually cute clothes, and that was very rewarding. Seeing the changes after all of my hard work, and the payoff is great. So I started off at 280 pounds. I'm around 180 now. I have a lot of pride in how far I've come. I post things like that as a reminder to myself. I know the progress that I've made, so that one cookie or that like one little piece of cake or indulging in these little things, I'm gonna be okay. The weight definitely held me back in a lot of different ways. I mean, as far as dating but also interacting with people. I would talk when I would have to, but I was definitely not as like outspoken as I am now. I still do battle with confidence issues. I mean, I think that women live in a society that you have to adhere to beauty standards. It's a lot of pressure that we all feel it, and it can be hard, but just taking it like one day at a time, working on little things, preparing your meals, the meals that are going to make you feel good. Sometimes it's not always about losing weight, it's just about how you're feeling. This is something that I will have to be doing for the rest of my life. I see the changes, I see the results, and I hold on to that. That's so precious to me, to know that I've done it. So if I do slip up, and I'm going to, because just life is about that, you're gonna fall, but as long as you fall forward, as long as you fail forward, you're okay. You know, and I know I'll be okay because I've done it. So I can look back, I have reference points. I think that if you have the tools and you have the knowledge to help someone, and you know that you can make a change in their life for the better, that you should share what you have, because it could help. And there could be someone that really needs the help, but they just don't know what to do. My mom, she just actually lost her friend. She had like a massive stroke. She was having problems with like high blood pressure, and like she had gained like a lot of weight. After that happened, I asked my mom, I'm like, let's work together on this, because I want you to be here as long as you possibly can. And if we can both make the changes now, we can stay together here longer. I've focused so much on what society tells me I should be. And I've never fit that model, ever. Instead of focusing on that, or what I don't have, or what I feel like I should have, I'm looking forward to the rest of my life. Yeah.